Twin engineers are two people who share the same body, and thus each other's thoughts, emotions, and actions. Twin engineers are a rare subspecies of human that are found almost exclusively on planet Lun. Twin engineers were once a slave race on the planet until they revolted in the early years of the Galactic Federation. Since that time, they have become a valuable ally to the Galactic Federation, providing much-needed manpower in their fight against the alien Kezisha. Twin engineers have the ability to merge their minds together, allowing them to act as one being. As one, they can accomplish incredible feats. They can think in perfect sync with each other, allowing them to share thoughts and emotions instantaneously. In this manner, they can use both their strengths and their weaknesses to their advantage. For example, while one is great at math, the other is a great mechanic. The merging of the minds is not without risk. When one is under great stress or mental duress, such as when fighting for their life, the other will begin to lose control of themselves. When this happens, the person with the most experience will take control of the other and try to keep them safe from harm. Twin engineers have two sets of reproductive organs, male and female. Their gonads produce both sperm and eggs, but the eggs are immature and cannot be fertilized by the sperm. This prevents the twin engineers from being able to reproduce, at least in a traditional sense. Twin engineers have a strong desire to procreate, however, and will often try to conceive a child with someone of either sex. In the event that the two engineers do mate successfully, the result is an abomination. The two brains, no longer able to work together as one, each attempt to take over control of the other body's functions. If they cannot control the body, both minds are destroyed, leaving behind only a disfigured body that is not capable of functioning on its own. The result is a creature called a quad engineer. Quad engineers are treated like any other abomination by the Galactic Federation and are exterminated immediately. The quad engineer is the result of a successful merger between two twin engineers. Because both minds are now trying to take over control of a single body, it is inevitable that at some point one mind will take control of the other, killing the other twin engineer. When this happens, it is not always clear which twin will survive the mind control. The surviving twin will then begin to take over control of the body, driving the other twin insane in the process. The two minds fight for control of the body, which eventually causes one of them to die and break the merge. This leaves behind a quad engineer, with two minds fighting for control of a single body. Quad engineers are extremely dangerous to both themselves and their enemies, but if they can keep one of their minds alive, they can quickly adapt and use both their minds to become even more dangerous than before. Quad engineers are the rarest of the three engineer types. They make up about 4% of all engineers on the planet Lun. The merging of minds between engineers is an incredible process. As the two merge, the brain waves of the two become indistinguishable. Eventually they become one mind, sharing thoughts, emotions, and even memories. As two engineers merge, they are able to achieve a perfect state of synchronicity. In this state, the two minds can accomplish nearly anything. They can see each other's thoughts. They can share emotions and experiences. They can even share senses. And it is almost as if the two share a single body. In addition to being able to communicate with each other mentally, engineers are also able to read each other's minds through direct neural connection. When an engineer is connected to another engineer, both can hear each other's thoughts and emotions. This is used primarily to convey orders, or simply to make friends with another engineer. It is not uncommon for engineers to be linked together into long chains or nets. Engineers are not born as individuals. Instead, they are born as twins. Engineers have two sets of reproductive organs, male and female, so they can mate and reproduce naturally. However, the eggs produced by the female engineers cannot be fertilized by the sperm produced by the male engineers. As a result, engineers are not able to reproduce sexually. Engineers are born in pairs, and after birth, each child is raised as one of the two members of the opposite sex. After puberty, both children leave their parents' home and set out on their own to find employment. Engineers rarely spend more than a few months with their families before leaving home. Engineers live in large cities called homeworlds on many planets throughout the galaxy. These planets are controlled by engineers and are places where engineers can find work or go about their lives. The homeworlds are also where most engineers spend most of their time, working or relaxing. They have no homes. Rather, they have home ships, which they use for sleeping or relaxing. Home ships are usually found docked in homeworlds. Engineers do not need to eat or sleep as often as other races, however they must eat occasionally to replenish their bodies with chemicals and energy that would otherwise be depleted by long periods without food. Engineers have been an incredibly valuable ally to the Galactic Federation. Their ability to work as one has been essential in many of the battles that the Federation has fought against the Kazisha over the last century. This is especially true during the battles that took place during the Kazisha invasion of Jush in 2109. While many other species fought in the battle on Jush, the Kazisha had overwhelming numbers and firepower, and they were only defeated because the engineers on Jush fought side by side with Federation troops, coordinating attacks against the Kazisha fleet with their powerful plasma cannons. Without the engineers, Federation forces would have never been able to turn the tide of the battle and defeat the Kazisha.